Hello, Mr. Rafat Shahriar. It's great to see you. How are you doing and how is life treating you in America?
I think everything's going fine. I'm doing really well in the university. So yeah, life has been going very well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. I'm very fine actually. So, today I'm excited to dive into your journey as you pursue your master's in computer science and data analytics at Kansas State University. So, shall we begin?
Sure. We can start.
So, what inspired you to pursue a career in data analytics, especially coming from a background in Bachelor's of Administration (BBA) at Northsouth University, and how has this transition influenced your career goals?
Oh, I think that's a quite interesting question. So I started, as you know, that I did my bachelor's in BBA, which is management from Northsouth University, and so after I got into a multinational company to work for them, so at first I was for 3 months I worked as a area manager in Russia area. So after that, I got a call from the headquarters to work as a kind of data analyst in their operations team. So as you know that our data analytics in our country is not very sophisticated. That you work with the data, but there is no use of programming language. Like you don't need Python, you don't need Power BI, you don't need R. So it's just mostly based on the Excel. So I started working as a platform and data analyst. So when I came back from my sales job, and I worked there, for example, for 1.5 month, one and the like half months of like a year. So after I got into that period, I tried to feel that okay, I love data because when you try to find something from the data, it's a fun work. You have to find something with your lots of Excel file, make it together, and then do some analysis based on that using Power Pivot, using the VVL the coding, and then also the VLOOKUPs and all those things. So I started to really enjoy the process of finding something from the Excel or something like that. So after that, I feel like let's do something in that phase. So I started applying for the universities in the US, and it's pretty difficult because transitioning from a bachelor's background, which is a management, I don't have any kind of science background in that period. So I started to look for the universities who can offer me data analytics, which is very STEAM program, like science technological program. So that was the main goal, that I started enjoying working with the data, and then I found a university who accepted me as a graduate student, and yeah, I'm here. I'm doing my master's in data analytics. So yeah, that was the whole thing.
Yeah, that was quite interesting story of your life. So the next question is, as someone who transitioned from BBA program to studying data analytics, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced during this transition, and how did you overcome them?
I would say that as you know that like and if you're doing a bachelor's in business for program management, you don't have any kind of you don't like learn the programming language, right? So that was the main obstacle that I faced, that I had to go through all of these programming languages, for example, Python, the R, Stata as well. So that was the main obstacle. But the way US universities has developed their curriculum of giving education in terms of facilities, in terms of classroom, teachers, so you got to learn this. So that was the main obstacle. I felt that okay, I don't have any iota of knowledge how programming language works. So I had to get on the basics, and then started to building my knowledge of data, how programming language works, the Python works. So then I started to love it. So that was the main obstacle. I felt that there was no knowledge of programming language when I did my bachelor's or something like that. But coming up here, I had to learn all those things, and that was something I felt that okay, I have to learn that, and that was the main obstacle I felt when I come in here.
So it was actually the accommodation or the US environment which helped you to learn programming language and data analytics.
Yes.
So yeah, I would love to go to the next question. Could you share a memorable project or research accomplished from your time at Kansas State University in the field of data
Mhm.
analytics?
Mhm. Yeah, that is the most fun part of starting here, they mainly focuses on hands-on learning of things. Like you give the midterms, you give the quizzes, you give like the final exams. But the most important thing is that they give you an hands-on project, which is like every class you take, and that is the most important part of that learning. And there is a lot of marks in there as well, that you finish a project based on that. I don't have any thesis project because my course is based on a very not thesis based, like it's a very coursework. So I have to go through all of this project work every semester for every class that I have taken. The first one, I would say that recently in this semester I have started working with an, obviously it's a group project. We started working with a company called SPS. It's one of the biggest steel and pipe supply company in Kansas. So we are trying to develop a dashboard in Power BI. If you have learned about the data analytics, then Power BI, and there is another software called Tableau, which is very powerful software to visualize the data. So I have already learned that Power BI in my last semester. So we started to develop, it's a called capstone project. We have a team members of three. I have like two team members with me, the American guys. So we got a funding from that company, the SPS, and we have an advisor, we have professors. So we are working under them to develop a visualization dashboard for the company. So yeah, it's going really well. That was the main goal. We worked as a team. We got the data from the company, like the sales data, the receivables, the inventory data, and all those things. And after getting the data, we had to clean those with the help of Python, and then visualize with the help of Power BI. So yeah, that was one of the thing. And another project that I have worked on in the last semester, which is based on Python, which is the enhancing the vino wine quality. It's a quantitative exploration through data analysis and visualizations. It was a basically single individual project, not a group project for us. So for me, I have developed a Python-based project focusing on the improving the quality of wine through meticulous data analysis and visualization techniques. I have deployed Python libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Naptolip for the in-depth data processing and graphical representation. So yeah, I think these two projects I'm quite proud of because it was extensive. I learned a lot uh, between these two projects. I learned a lot the Python part from that wine visualization project, and the Power BI obviously in this semester. So these are the two projects I'm quite proud of.
Yeah, you're learning a lot of things and have gone so far in life. Great.
Yeah.
That's so. As an international student who shifted
Mhm.
from a business background to pursue higher education in data analytics, what advice would you give to other aspiring professionals, particularly those from Bangladesh, who may be
Mhm.
considering similar career transition or educational paths?
Of If you want to make a transition between the careers, like for example, right now, I was a management guy. I was a bachelor's like in business. So I would say the obviously the first one is passion. So if you are passionate about something that I really want to, that I want to learn, that I want to explore, that I want to go into this new field, then the first thing comes to your mind should be passion, that I want to do that. So that was my whole thing, that if you have a passion of something, you can conquer everything. So any kind of transition, like for example, I see a lot of people in here, they are transitioning to an agricultural field. Maybe they have done something different in Bangladesh. So it is, if your passion is in the right place, then you can do anything. So it will not, nothing will stop you from doing that. So the first thing is you have to have a passion for that. That I really want to do that. I want to learn that. I want to try something new. I want to experience something new. Then it's pretty easy if you have that passion. So I would say that if you want to make a transition, you must make a mind of saying that, okay, I'm quite passionate about it. I want to learn that. So yeah, passion is something very important.
Well, that was quite a motivation. So,
Yeah.
in your opinion, what engineering trends or technologies do you believe will have significant impact on the future of data analytics? And how are
Mhm.
you preparing to stay ahead in this rapidly evolving field?
Um, I think I got to know the machine learning, natural language processing, NLP, and all those things. The AI, ChatGPT. So the right now what we are seeing that a lot of improvement, like every huge companies, Facebook, sorry, not Facebook, it's Meta, Microsoft, OpenAI, and Amazon, all the biggest companies who has the greatest amount of data in their hand, they're trying to develop something called artificial intelligence. Something in near future you might see some AGI, which is the artificial general intelligence as well. So right now, yeah, AI is very limited. It can answer your question in some ways. Sometimes it is wrong. Sometimes it is right. But the way of it is impacting our day-to-day life, I go to ChatGPT most of my time because I want to learn that. I want to fix some of my work, some of my project, or maybe some of my course as well. So AI will have a lot of things in data analytics. Some in maybe near future, and maybe after 10 years or 15 years, you will see that you don't have to do any kind of data analysis with your hands. You don't have to write any course. You don't have to think a lot what to do with the data. So AI might do something for you. Right now, it is possible, but it's very limited right now. For example, if you just go to ChatGPT and if you have the subscription for their premium package, you upload the Excel file and it will give you a very minimal data visualization that how the data looks and how the data will visualize. So right now, very limited way it can do something, but I think near future it has a lot of potential. And yeah, so AI is very important in terms of data analysis. Yeah.
Okay. So, as someone who successfully made the transition from BBA to technology, what advice would you offer to individuals from Bangladesh or elsewhere who are considering similar career shifts or pursuing higher education in data analytics?
Can you just repeat the question? I didn't get the.
As someone who successfully made the transition from business to technology, like you shifted from BBA to engineering, what advice would you offer to individual persons from Bangladesh or elsewhere who are considering the similar career path choice?
As I say that if you want to make a transition, you have to have a patience for that. It is not something that uh, just you can't just go with the flow that okay, this is going really well. Data, obviously in the US right now, data analytics, data engineering, business intelligence analyst, all these jobs are quite on the higher rank because due to the rise of AI, companies need more data analyst, more data engineer. So yeah, it is on the rise. But I would say that if you want to make a transition, you have to have a patience for that. That okay, I want to learn that. I want to see what is new in there. So that is something I would say that, as I said earlier, that you have to have a patience in yourself that I want to do that. So yeah, patience is something again. I would say that patience is very important. Without passion, then you just can't do anything.
Yes, yes, definitely right. So, as someone deeply interested in the field of data analytics and computer science and having experienced in benefits of studying abroad in the United States, how would you motivate me as an engineer to consider pursuing a higher degree in US? What advice would you offer me based on your own journey and your experience?
I would just say that since you guys are your a lot of people are doing the bachelor's in computer science, I would say learn all the basics of programming language because this is the most important way you can go forward with your higher studies or maybe if you want to do a PhD as well. So all the basics that you will learn in bachelor's, that is the most important learning of your life. So don't waste time doing anything else. Just focus on learning the basics what the teachers are giving you for the bachelor's, and then you will get the knowledge of in future how to handle those big or the advanced level of programming and all those things. So I would say that just focusing on this 4 or 5 years in the bachelor's, try to learn the basics of all the things like any kind of computer science, everything they are giving you from the university. Obviously, the programming language is the most important part. So yeah, just focus on learning the thing in these 5 years, and then after that, you have a lot of opportunities in future. So yeah.
Thank you very much for your motivation and also giving me time. You're really a busy person, but still managed time for me. So I'll catch you up next time when I'll need you. So yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.